Our government, our coalition government, is really determined to make sure we send a message very strongly to farmers that we are backing them. We believe in them very strongly. They are not villains, they are deeply valued. We know we've got work to do to lower inflation in particular. We've got major work to do to get the regulatory load down so they can actually spend more time farming than doing paperwork. And most importantly, we're excited about the opportunities for great agricultural products and services from New Zealand going all around Southeast Asia, Northeast Asia and out into the world. That's how we'll become wealthier. So it's been a pretty good day. We've had a great announcement from Minister Hoggard talking about the deferral of SNAs or suspension of SNAs, any new SNAs for the next 3 years, which is consistent with our desire to actually take the regulatory load off farmers and also councils. Good announcement from Minister Macleay talking about facial eczema, which is something that impacts $330 million worth of productivity in the sector each year, and importantly also declaring Marlborough in a drought as well, and the support that will come as a consequence of that. With that, David and I and the team are happy to take any questions you have.
On your conversations out there today, I mean, I know the facial eczema announcement and the SNAs, they were welcome, but there were a lot of people talking about inflation. That seems to be the key point.
Yeah.
Here. Would you recognise that that is the key pressure for the agricultural sector?
Absolutely. I mean, there's two real big pressures. The first is actually the economic environment, where they're all facing massive amounts of on-farm inflation. You've got to understand that many of these farmers have got big mortgages. Interest rates have gone from 2.5 to 6.5, and for farmers beyond that. And so they're all wrestling with that big time. And so we know that the pattern is really simple. If we can get spending under control, we lower levels of domestic inflation. If we lower domestic inflation, we lower interest rates. If we lower interest rates, we get the country growing again, and that gets people in employment. So, that is very much the number one concern. And, if you talk to some of the exhibitors, there's more confidence coming back into the sector. They're encouraged by the fact that inflation is trending down. They're encouraged by the fact that yesterday we had a 9.5% reduction in the prices of fresh fruit and vegetables, which is a good thing. They've been encouraged by the fact that there wasn't an increase in the interest rates last week by the Reserve Bank. But we know we've got a lot more work to do. We know that this year will be particularly tough and difficult.
Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald. Click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here, and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.